After years of disappointment and frustration on the English football scene, I can proudly announce that England are back. Forget past defeats and World Cup headaches. Let's savour again that result from late last year. England 9. Lower Liechtenstein South Farmers Union 2nd 11 reserves 0. Over to the ground for a report by Arthur Braincell. The greatest day in our football history as the sleeping giant finally awoke and served notice to the world. A brilliant display of clinical finishing, and the England goalkeeper did not have a single shot to save. A total of 9 superb goals, some of which were admittedly thrown into his own net by the Liechtenstein keeper, but that does not make them any less superb. Probably the pick of the bunch was the 4th goal, a fantastic move coming after 28 minutes from a short throw by his goalkeeper. The England fullback comprehensively beat the Liechtenstein front 3, knocking the white sticks out of their hands and sending one of them to hospital to have his truss mended. Advancing towards the halfway line, he played a superb through ball which caught the goat completely unawares and landed perfectly at the feet of the England centre forward. The Liechtenstein goalkeeper came out bravely to block his shot, but the wheels of his chair stuck in the mud and the England forward skipped past him and smashed the ball home. All in all, a brilliant display which puts the lads in great heart for their match against the Isle of Wight Lugram Keepers Social Club 3rd 11 next week. West Germany, Brazil, Italy, you won't stop us now.
If you're bored with suburban life, if the grind is getting you down, pyromania's therapeutic. Why not set fire to your local town? We like to sit and watch things burn, past the point of no return. We like to sit and watch them smolder, cause it keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. If you're a clerk on the 7th floor and the pen pushing's got to be such a bore, take up the struggle, fight a good fight, get some paraffin and set the world alight. We like to sit and watch things burn, past the point of no return. We like to sit and watch them smolder, cause it keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. If you're at school The teacher's a jerk, and the force-fed learning's making you a Burke. Forget the education department's claims, send the bloody thing right up in flames. We like to sit down and watch things burn, past the point of no return. We like to sit down and watch them smoulder, cause it keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. I just want to start a conflagration. Your city sycophants will snarl and frown when you see your investments being burned down. We like to sit down and watch things burn past the point of no return. We like to sit down and watch them smoulder, cause it keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Keeps us warm when the weather gets colder. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it down. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it down. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it down. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it down. Bored in school? Burn it down. Bored in your office? Burn it down. Crossroads Motel? Burn it down. Alexandra Palace? Burn it down. Burn it down.
Eros products introduce her exciting new range, including King's and largest for blue whales, genuine home-based spiky bras, fully equipped National Westminster Bank torture chambers, authentic World War II gas masks with those little erotic extras, rubber cheese boards, leather TV sets, life-size wet plastic blow-up dolls of Norman Tevitt, dressed as a schoolgirl. New videos, take your pick, from the huge donkeys in the Department of Transport, Confessions of a Dead Librarian, Mrs. Whitehouse's Corrective Class, and many others. Also new from Eros Products, the amazing rubber terrapin, to really take you out of your shell. This terrapin comes fitted with batteries and with the dough hook already attached. A real trembler! And suitable for even the most uninhibited of Women's Institute social evenings. Special introductory offer. Buy a rubber terrapin and get 73 soiled pictures of Norman Tevitt absolutely free. With a chance to win Dennis Healy or the cash equivalent. And that's a great deal of money, I can tell you. All this and more from Eros Products, Epping, Bulgaria. You didn't know there was an Epping in Bulgaria? Well, there isn't really. But if you had a sex dungeon and a tactical nuclear warhead in your living room, you wouldn't give your real address, would you? And that's all from Eros Products. Available at a sheep near you, or phone Seething Wells Leeds 4581 and ask for details.
Very silly East European propaganda station.
Long live the People's Socialist Republic of Albania under the correct leadership of the Party of Labour of Albania with Comrade Enver Hoxha at the head. Long live the steel-like unity of the Albanian workers, peasants and people's intellectuals around their beloved party as they carry forward the bright red banner of socialism and win ever more brilliant victories in the construction of the socialist homeland. Victory to Marxism-Leninism, an ever-correct and scientific doctrine and an iron-forged weapon in the hands of the progressive peoples. Death to American imperialism, Soviet social imperialism, Chinese revisionism, colonialism, neo-colonialism, and the traitorous activities of the Yugoslav revisionist plotters, their lackeys, running dogs, and halibuts. Long live Comrade Enver Hoxha, beloved son of the Albanian soil, and his pet flounder, Cheston. Victory to People's War and the liberation movements of the world under the correct leadership of Larry the Lugworm. Long live people's electrification, socialist collectivisation, and body the ragworm. The wombats have nothing to lose but their bondage trousers. Wombats of all countries, unite! And to end our very silly broadcast, here is a poem. Stalin had a little lamb. It gave him naughty urges, so he tied it to a 5-bar gate and shot it in the purges.
Put it down. I heard it takes penalties.